thanks for the question there. So the question should cell M8 required check-in formula equal the sum of F16 through F17 instead of F4 through F17. Reason is that wouldn't you want your total bills and budget that can be paid with credit card be removed from the calculation so that only the items that cannot be paid with a credit card be paid with the cash out of check-in. So just for an example, if you, let's say, so this required checking account amount, it says $200, which is basically, with these being zero, would be the total here. Now, the reason that these two are included with it is, yes, you don't, in that calculation, you don't want to exclude the bills that can be paid with credit card. Yes, you don't need the cash to pay these bills. So let's say there's 50 here and 50 here. You don't need the cash to pay these bills because you are paying it with a credit card, but you do need to keep the cash in here to actually make the payment on that credit card. So that's why these amounts are included, because even though you don't need cash to make that payment, let's say you pay your electric bill with credit card, or you pay your water bill with credit card, and then you use $100 on your budget on the budget card. The whole idea of Velocity Banking, if you're using the credit card to pay these bills, you have to pay the credit card off every month. So that total of your bills, 150. Yes, you would pay those out, but you still need to make the payment to the credit card itself, not to the bills themselves. The bills themselves will be taken out, and then the credit card is going to become due. So you have to keep that total amount in the required checking account so that you can cover and make those payments. You could pay those cards off every month. Let me know if you have any other questions. And another question I got was the required checking account $50 discrepancy. So as stated in the other video, this $50, when you're first doing Velocity Banking or you're trying to build your credit to get a line of credit, you don't want to end up going negative in your account and overdrawing. So this $50 is just a buffer. It's basically your 0 point. Now if you click on this cell, you could come up here right here to where the plus 50. It's more of a it's a lifeline, kind of like if you're low on fuel and it says 0 and you can go an extra mile on it. So this is more of a customizable amount that you want in your checking account. So let's say you had $50 left in your account and you wrote a check for 60 and that check didn't come out yet, and you end up going negative. So you can highlight this cell and you can change this number to make it, if you don't want the buffer in the account, you could just change it to 0. If you want the buffer, you don't have to leave it at 50. You can change it to 100 or whatever you want, and that'll basically be your buffer. So that, I've ran into a lot of times where people, the money didn't come out yet, or it was pending, and so they ended up spending more, and then they end up going negative. So this is just a buffer to keep it, making sure that you never go negative, so that you can over time increase your credit score and eventually get a line of credit.